All right, y'all, we are back with another video. I definitely had to bring y'all this. And before we start, please put rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, in the comment section. Please put prayers for his wife, Erica, and their 2 children. Please put prayers for his entire family. Now, this Charlie Kirk case just took a huge turn. Not only that, is that the Charlie Kirk assassin pretty much told his friend shortly before turning himself in that he was the one that did it. So now it seemed like we're getting more information that more people that was around him knew what he was going to do in advance. And that seemed like that's what Dan Bongino and Cash Patel is finna get ready and reveal to us. So like I said, as we speak, more information is coming out. And not only that, everybody is pissed off. Even President Trump is just losing it after this dummy pretty much just, destroyed and vandalized Charlie Kirk's memorial. And I mean, this stuff right here is just sick. This right here has to stop. So of course, you seen Patriots pretty much gonna throw the guy off of Charlie Kirk's memorial, just running through balloons and just kicking stuff over. And of course, the police showed up and arrested this clown. Not only that, this clown is wearing the same shirt of the assassin that took out Charlie Kirk, and he's wearing the same exact shirt and just started vandalizing everything. I'm just so sick of this right now. This is just insane, and it seems like the left is not going to stop. You still got people on the left still running their mouth, still celebrating that Charlie Kirk has been murdered. Like, this stuff is crazy. That's why I said we can't allow these people to ever hold office again. Never. So hope we get J.D. Vance in there in 2028. And I believe it's going to happen. So like I said, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support and stuff like that. I've been trying to keep y'all up to date with everything that's going on. And shout out to the one that always watched the entire video, so you'll know exactly what's going on, and the ones that let me know in the comment section that you did stay to the end. I really, really appreciate it. Because like I said, I try my best to get all the information out to y'all. And hopefully we get the rest of these clowns that was planning this whole thing with Tyler Robinson. So like I said, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into it. So before we get into the reports, let's check out what Liberal Hindmind just said. Let's go.
All right, folks. So let's start off with Cash Patel here himself, that's now announcing that Tyler Robinson had actually written a note to somebody with a very ominous message.
Written note? Did he write a written note before the assassination attempt? That's what the governor said yesterday. And what did that say, if you could share?
So what I'm able to say, I'm sorry. So what I'm able to say is I addressed it partially earlier, is that the written note, we believe, what did exist, and we have evidence to show what was in that note, which is, and I'm going to summarize, basically saying, the suspect wrote a note saying, I have the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it.
Wow.
That note was written before the shooting. Evidence of its existence, we now have learned, existed before the shooting, was in the location in the suspect and partner's home. But we have since learned that the note, even though it has been destroyed, we have found forensic evidence of the note, and we have confirmed.
Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said that things were getting crazier and crazier by the day. Now we're learning about a note, which is obvious premeditation. There's a signal of intent to kill Charlie Kirk, a sort of planning that happened. It's terrorism at this point, black and white. And of course, it begs the question now, who was he writing that note to? Was there some form of paper communication in order to avoid alerting the authorities or leaving any online trace? But obviously, if Tyler was passing around a note to other individuals, well, we're not talking about a lone wolf here, which was the initial interpretation of this case. We're talking about potential coordination, about people around him knowing what he was planning. And that, of course, instantly, I'm sure with a lot of you, brings your brain to the Omar situation. Remember Omar? The kid who posted that ominous tweet the day before Kirk's speech, quote, something big will happen tomorrow. Well, obviously, people are thinking, is this connected? And it's not just people that are thinking that. It seems the FBI as well.
And you see people say stuff like this and then they delete their account. Say, this guy Omar said, Charlie Kirk is coming to my college tomorrow. I really hope someone evaporates him, literally. Like, this is just sad, man, that these people, instead of debating him, they would rather...
From what I was able to read online, it seems like Omar is now officially under investigation, which seems justifiable if you line up that cryptic post with the whole timeline of events here, and now the note passing and All the connections between these individuals, well, it could be that some people had foreknowledge, and it might not just be the Omar individual. I'm also hearing reports that 9 different individuals apparently posted things along the same line before Charlie's appearance. Now, I haven't been able to individually confirm every single message. It's just the report that I'm reading. It could be incorrect. There's a lot of misinformation out there, so we should add that caveat. But if it's not 9, if it's 1, if it's 2, if it's 3, it still reeks of a network, a potential terror cell network. Now, who exactly is part of that network, we don't know yet. Although we are starting to connect some more individuals to Tyler Robinson that are all part of the same community of sorts. We're now hearing of another potential trans furry lover of Tyler Robinson, supposedly connected through his Steam account. There's an individual that allegedly said something along the lines of, "He would beat me when his mom goes on work trips." Seems like some sort of sexual innuendo. I have that message here posted on screen. I'm not going to show a photo of the alleged individual just yet, unless we can confirm some relevant involvement. But people are going online and actually, funnily enough, on Blue Sky and kind of finding all of these furry profiles. You'll see here different furry avatars that are all following each other that seem to be part of some sort of clique. Whether they have any involvement, again, we have absolutely no idea. But it does paint a picture of this sort of twisted, degenerate world that these people are living in. It's not just one broken individual. No, it seems like a circle of dysfunction. And it seems like we're really painting a picture here. You know, we're identifying this culture of violence, abuse, this radical politics all mixing together into some truly toxic concoction. And speaking to that toxicity, here's another element to the story, another layer to the onion. Users on the internet have now identified another furry account, this one, which was being followed by Lance Twiggs, that was Tyler's furry trans boyfriend. And this account, apparently right after Charlie Kirk was killed, released a post that reads, quote, "We did it." That's a celebration. And obviously
this is just crazy. Like, people sitting around celebrating that this man got murdered. So obviously this is the group. I'm thinking this is the group that, I guess, people that was following him. And now you got this same guy. If you can see on this side say Churbomb, then you see text again and said, "We did it." So that's what I'm saying. It's more people that's involved in this. And that's the reason Cash Patel and Dan Bongino is now looking into this now. Because, see, now it seems like it's more people. Because I did a video yesterday of the neighbor pretty much confirming that some out-of-town, out-of-state, tags on vehicles was, showing up to Tyler Robinson's townhouse, going in and out. So they say it felt like some suspicious was going on. So obviously them people was helping him plan exactly what they was going to do. Now, let's go over to this right here, and salute to Liberal High Mind, for that information. Make sure y'all please go subscribe to his channel. And this one right here, you can see by Nick Sword, to say breaking. Charlie Kirk's assassin, Tyler Robinson, appears to have confessed to friends in a Discord chat shortly before turning himself in per WAPO. He said, "Hey guys, I have bad news for you all. It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this. I'm surrendering, though, a sheriff friend in a few moments. Thanks for all the good times and laughs. We need to know more. Who were these friends? Was this the same chat where people had already alluded to Tyler being the killer the previous day? The public deserves to know everything." So pretty much it was in Discord. Pretty much that's where he was already planning everything, telling them. Then he come back to Discord and say, "Hey guys, I'm the one that did it." So obviously these people that's in there knew what his motive was. So that right there is something that we definitely, got to figure out immediately. And it brings me to what this clown right here just did yesterday. So this right here is say by Fox News, said, "Man arrested after vandalizing Charlie Kirk Memorial outside Turning Point USA headquarters in Arizona. The suspect have been identified as 19-year-old Ryder Correll." So this kid is a 19-year-old kid, and obviously Tyler Robinson is a 22-year-old kid, that assassinated Charlie Kirk. And see, that's why I said these kids are listening to like CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, listen to all the nonsense that they spew and all the rhetoric that comes out of their mouth that they say about President Trump, that they say about Charlie Kirk, and say about everybody that's on the right. So check out what he was doing right here. Then he got arrested. You can see the guy threw him off because he was just, pretty much kicking stuff over. And you see that the police arrested him right there. And think about this. This kid is 19 years old. 19 years old. And this right here pissed off everybody, pissed off Charlie Kirk's wife, especially pissed off President Trump as well. Yeah, they say he was just livid at the White House just seeing this right here. So they have Charlie Kirk Memorial, and this kid just running through, kicking balloons, knocking stuff down, all because he don't like it. Then if you look at it, he wearing the same exact shirt that Tyler Robinson was wearing. The same exact shirt. Like I said, this stuff has to stop, man. This is another close-up picture. You see, this is right here what he was doing, running through, just kicking stuff over. You see right here say, police arrest 19-year-old Ryder Corral for vandalizing the Charlie Kirk Memorial outside Turning Point USA headquarters in Arizona. Corral was wearing the same shirt Tyler Robinson used to assassinate Kirk. Corral is a known anarchist from Mesa, Arizona. His mother is Julie Corral, who is an assistant principal at Palm Desert High School in California. So that's where everybody's saying police have confirmed that 19-year-old Ryder Corral had vandalized a community memorial for Charlie Kirk. This is just, my God, 19 years old. And you can see they put it like side by side right here that he's wearing the same exact shirt. So we don't even know what his motive was after he did what he did. Oh, man. They say no stores have been looted, no buildings have been burned down, no violence is taking place, but according to the media, we're the ones who are a threat to democracy. Boy, are they wrong in their ears, because they are mad that thousands, I mean millions of people is coming out in support, of Charlie Kirk. And here you go right here that his mugshot is already out. Say Signet Act, 19-year-old Ryder Corral mugshot have been released after he was arrested and charged for blatantly trampling Charlie Kirk's memorial outside Turning Point USA headquarters in Phoenix. A man grabbed the alleged vandal and slammed him to the ground. You can see this is the kid right here. 19 years old, and he already got a mugshot. And of course, you see they got that circle because he's wearing the same exact shirt. Mugshot released a man who trampled Charlie Kirk's memorial while wearing shirt like alleged assassin. These people are ridiculous, man. Look at this. Just running through, kicking stuff over. They need to put him in prison. Look at the same shirt. Just freaking insane, man. Just insane. And that's why I said something just had to be done, because that's the only way this stuff is going to stop. You see, they showing it right here again by Eric Dowder, a 19-year-old man who trampled and vandalized Charlie Kirk Memorial, wore the same shirt as Charlie's assassin, Tyler Robinson. The man arrested today is identified as Ryder Corral. Oh, man. So we'll get to this right here by Dan Bongino. Said breaking by Benny Johnson. Said breaking. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino confirms there were multiple warning signs ahead of Tyler Robinson's assassination of Charlie Kirk.
There appear to have been multiple warning signs. You just laid out some of them. There were people in his network, friends and family, who had stated that he had become more political, that he had become, at some parts, I believe some of his coworkers had stated that he had kind of detached himself when the topic of politics came up and walked away from them. Family members said he'd become more political, leading us to believe that this ideology had infected him and had taken over. And he was just intent, it appears, from the data we've accumulated and the channel and that note, which we have some evidence may have existed before based on the communications in that channel, that his target was obviously going to be Charlie and that people knew in advance. The question is, again, I just want to go back to what you had asked before. Did they know? Were they sure of this? Or did they hear this and just write it off? That's what we're going to have to find out. And that's what we're investigating now. Bill, this investigation is just begun. This isn't even the beginning of the beginning. Yes, we have a subject in custody. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty in our constitutional republic. However, this is not done by any stretch. Our men and women out there in the Bureau have worked tirelessly all weekend. I just got back to D.C. Last night. And, Cash and I were out there on the scene. We walked the scene. We went through every single component of it. We saw the evidence up close and personal. And we went out there to be able to make command decisions with our team on the ground. And I think the process although not perfect, of course. I think the process went pretty well, considering we got him in 33 hours.
So salute to Dan Bongino. And he said that this is another one right here. He was pretty much speaking on this as well.
Kash Patel said earlier today that he expressed to someone that he had an opportunity to take out the killer and was going to do it. Did that person do anything with that information?
Yeah, that's what we're really disturbed about. It appears that this was communicated. You see this a lot, Bill, when in targeted violence cases, assassinations, school shootings, where the individual expresses in advance, in a good swath of these cases, his desire or her desire to do these specific things. That appears to be the case here as well, where the intent component was there in advance, and the target was announced in advance prior. Now, that's the part we want to know. Did they know and not say? Now, Bill, you have to keep in mind, and I don't want anyone to jump to conclusions on this. Did they say it, hear it, and think it was some kind of a joke? That's what we're trying to find out now. But I promise you, if there's a larger network here, we're going to get that out to the public as soon as we can.
Man, that's why I say this right here is just freaking sad, man. Just freaking sad. This clown right here did this to Charlie Kirk. Say, thank God Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are running the FBI today, because this story would have never been released. And we know for a fact if Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim was up in office, we wouldn't be getting anything, because they'll be trying to keep it from the American people. So thank God that they did not get elected. So, I mean, man. So we come here. You see, he said by Benny Johnson, FBI Director Kash Patel reveals Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robson Discord group included more than 20 members.
Going back to the group chats real quick, there's more than 20 individuals. But this is a great point. I want to lay out how this works. People think we can just get in these group chats and immediately find out who's in them. We, the FBI, are the investigatory body supporting multiple prosecutions and ongoing investigations. And that's another point. Our investigation at the FBI is ongoing. And there are scores of people in this Discord chat room. But we have to effectuate legal process. We have to go out there with search warrants so that if prosecutors want to later use this evidence, it's not tainted by being illegally obtained. We, the FBI, are running the investigation pointedly on the Discord chat group. There are scores of individuals that are going to be spoken to. There are also lots of family members and friends that have already been spoken to. And one more point on forensics. We were able to obtain in record time the text message chain between the suspect and his live-in partner, as well as other critical cellular information from our CAS team that analyzes cell phone data towers in the area to pinpoint the locations of the suspect and other individuals he was speaking with. This is critical information that the FBI processed and got to prosecutors so they can lawfully use it in a court of law. And our investigation, our interviews continue, but we've learned some shocking things when we spoke to his family and friends as well.
Wow. So pretty much, like I said, his family been cooperative. I guess his, boyfriend he was staying with is pretty much talking to, Kash Patel, them, letting them know everything. Now, he did say he didn't have any idea of what Tyler Robson was going to do. I find that hard to believe. I believe that he did know, but I'm not going to put it out there because it's not out there yet. So y'all can let me know, what do y'all think about that right there? But it did say that Kash Patel confirmed that Charlie Kirk's assassin had a text exchange with another individual stating he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do it.
His family has collectively told investigators that he subscribed to left-wing ideology, and even more so in these last couple of years. And he had a text message exchange.
And the liberals got to stop this stuff, especially when you go to like the CNN or MSNBC. They keep on saying, his family was Republicans. Just because your family is Republican don't mean that you are Republican. I don't get, they always trying to do this. Don't y'all know every time something happened, even when that other guy tried to take out President Trump, what do they always say? Oh, that's a Republican. He was a Republican. They always trying to name them Republicans when it's their side that's doing this. They do it all the time. Just like they said his family was Republicans, But when they were saying, I guess, good things about President Trump, he would walk off. He didn't want to hear it because he didn't like President Trump, pretty much didn't like Charlie Kirk. And that's what he did, was walk off. So now you still got the left talking about, oh, his family was Republican, so that means he Republican. No, they don't always mean that. I don't get why they keep on saying that.
Suspect with another individual in which he claimed that he had an opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do it because of his hatred for what Charlie stood for. Those are factually accurate investigatory findings by the FBI that we've handed over to the local authorities and the federal authorities to make their prosecutorial decisions. But I believe in this instance of such public importance, the public has a right to know. And I've told you I'm committed to transparency, and that's what I'm doing here today.
Why didn't that person that he was talking to, why didn't that person say something?
Our investigation is ongoing. That's a great question, and we don't have an answer on that just yet.
So it's pretty much that they don't have an answer on that just yet. So, I mean, Kash Patel is, is doing a great job. He's trying to, figure out everything. We say FBI Kash Patel shares newly obtained text message find exposing the suspect's motive. His family had collectively, told the investigator that he subscribed to the left-wing ideology and even more so in the last couple of years. So you can see right here, Kash Patel made a post right here, said, "Rest in peace, my friend, conservative Titan Charlie Kirk. I am praying for Charlie and his family. His passion for America and fearless leadership inspired millions, and his impact will live on in this movement for generations." It's just heartbreaking, man. It's just really just heartbreaking. So sad. And then we get to this right here where I wanted to share y'all, because this right here, this news ain't too long had broke. I think it broke yesterday. And it said by Colin Rose, said breaking that 2 men arrested for placing a bomb on a Fox 13 media vehicle in Salt Lake City, Utah. And the names is Adib Nasir, he's 58 years old, and Adil Justin Ahmad Nasir, so I guess they brothers, 31 years old. Have reportedly been arrested. I don't know if there's brothers or father and son. I don't know. We'll find out. Have reportedly been arrested. It said the Salt Lake City Police Department Bomb Squad and the Unified Fire Authority Arson Bomb Squad say a real explosive device was found under the vehicle. Police say they found the device placed under a news media vehicle parked next to an occupied building and determined it to be real explosive device. It had been lit but failed to function as designed, according to the affidavit KSL reported. The men are facing charges including a threat of terrorism, possessing weapons of mass destruction, and possessing explosive devices. It seemed like at this point it's getting worse and worse by the day. Getting worse and worse by the day. Now, right here, it says, just in President Trump says a lot of people are under investigation after being asked a question about Charlie Kirk.
Be careful.
You mentioned Charlie Kirk, sir. What organizations on the left do you anticipate investigating? We talked about this last week.
Well, the problem is on the left. If you look at the problem is on the left. It's not on the right, like some people like to say on the right. The problem we have is on the left. And when you look at the agitators, you look at the scum that speaks so badly of our country, the American flag burnings all over the place, that's the left, that's not the right.
Do you plan on investigating?
We'll see. We'll be announcing. They're already under investigation. They're already under major investigation. A lot of the people that you would traditionally say are on the left.
They're already under investigation?
Already under investigation.
Have you asked to start revoking the visas of those who have celebrated Charlie Kirk's death? Have you asked to start revoking the visas of the foreigners who have celebrated Charlie Kirk's death?
No, we haven't, but we are looking at names. We don't like that. That's not right. We wouldn't celebrate if something happened on their side, and we don't. These are sick people. These are really deranged people.
Any progress on the Fed chairman, sir?
Well, other than I don't like him.
No, but
he's incompetent.
And just like President Trump said, he said even if something would have happened to somebody on the right, he wouldn't celebrate it. Like how these left-wing, dummies is celebrating Charlie Kirk. It is just so freaking sad, man. That's the only thing I can just keep saying. It's just sad. Like I said, please put rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, man, in the comment section. Say wise words from Charlie Kirk that resonate so deeply right now. He said, you actually see what's going on, which is that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and darkness and spirits, that there is spiritual war here. There is no rational, reasonable explanation for what this country is doing to itself or what we are experiencing. Wow, man. Said less than 2 hours before Charlie Kirk was killed, he said this right here.
Those who love him. It's a very freeing and liberating verse for those of us that are Christians, because we believe that when things can be really bad, God is working it for his good, his perfect and pleasing will, which is a very, very hard teaching when you come across business closures or staff layoffs. But it's very liberating that God is working all things towards an ultimate good. So I love that, and it kind of is very freeing that I don't have to be in charge of everything. And there is a God and I'm not him, and I surrender to his will.
Wow. And I had reported this yesterday just in case a lot of people, didn't see the video yesterday. That said, report Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin had suspicious people going in and out of his home 2 weeks before the assassination, according to the New York Post. Who are they? The individuals had out-of-state license plates, according to a neighbor. The Post observed Saturday that no one was at the $1,800 per month townhouse Robinson, and Lance Twiggs were believed to have shared, the New York Post reported. A neighbor claimed 2 weeks ago several people driving cars with out-of-state plates were seen going in and out. They did not give off a good vibe, the neighbor said. So I guess this is pretty much like I said, the townhouse, and neighbors said that they seen, exactly what was going on, and it just didn't look right. So hopefully, we get, more news of everything that's going on. But like I said, I will keep y'all up to date as more information comes out. Like I said before, thank you all for watching, especially the ones that came to the end. And like I said before, don't forget to put rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, prayers for his entire family, his wife, his 2 kids. So make sure y'all please put prayers for his family in the comment section. But like I said, thank you again for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.